Alright, so I'm setting up the two main hives here at the DoubleTree. They're both 8 frames. They come in 8 and 10 frames, but it's a lot easier to deal with 8 because they weigh about 100 pounds a box once they're filled with honey. So just setting it up so when I do the package of bees, I can just empty them right in, set the queen in, and they should be good to go. Alright, so I'm gonna go get the packages and get those dumped in.
You're good.
So as you can see, when you order a package of bees, they come in these plastic frames, sometimes wooden frames, but there's 3,000 to 5,000 bees inside each one, and then the queen is right up here in the cage box. So this is how they arrive.
Are you gonna get stung, Brandon?
So I'll let you know when you need to give me some distance because they'll go after you. Alright guys, so if you want to remain back maybe 50, 60 feet,
when the beekeeper says get back 50 or 60 feet, you get back 100 feet. How cool is that? Oh, I'm so psyched. We're going to build a whole thing around this up here too. We're going to start doing some stuff on the rooftop here. So cool. Really?
Isn't that cool?
That's very cool.
Yeah, so today, when he dumps them in there, they might just stay up here today, but tomorrow
those 8,000 bees back. No, he's doing it now. Yeah, I will. Yeah. So 69 News is going to be here in like 20 minutes. I guess the videotape, the installation of the bees.
They're gonna miss it.
Can he hold off on it?
Yeah, Brandon.
Yeah.
69 News is
All right,
on their way.
15 minutes, Brandon.
Okay.
Can
I
you
can wait
wait
for the
to
other
go-
one.
Yeah, wait for
wait
the other
for
one.
the
Yeah, that'd be cool. That's great. We got it. Great. Good call. Good catch. All right, bye-bye.
Jason, you want to come too? So if you want to get a shot inside here, you can. They're not going to be flying around because it's a little cool and a little windy up here, so that's kind of nice. So you can get a shot right inside. They're already starting to make their way on the frames. So the key is to leave this box. We still have a couple hundred in here yet, but leave this box on the side. They'll follow the scent of the queen. And then right in there, that's the queen right there moving around. Right here, right along the cage. She has a white dot on her. Right there. So what we usually do is we'll unplug the hole here, and there's candy here. Sometimes there's marshmallow, but it's mostly sugar candy. What the bees will do is they will eat through that just to get to her. Takes about 3 days. So it's all candy right inside. Matter of fact, she does have a couple dead bees in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to release her inside, just to prevent her from dying in the cage. There she is. Right there. That's the queen. So then, just going to put these two frames inside here without squishing them. Put the entrance reducer on. And then that's how you do a package. They're very docile right now. Very furry.
How come they don't sting you, Brandon?
Well, because it's a little cool right now. When there's cool weather, they're less active. So they're very calmed down right now. Plus with the travel, these bees came from Kentucky. So 3-day travel behind a box truck in a cage, a lot of stress involved. So they're very worn down right now. So we're gonna give them sugar water then later. That'll speed them up. So put the top cover on like so. Just nudge the bees over. That's it. So now once that bottom box is filled with the thousands and thousands of brood of the babies, the bees will want to go up. So we have to put what's called a honey super on. This would go on top of this, fill with more frames. This is where the honey's stored and pollen is stored. So this is what the beekeepers love. Pull this box out. Once filled, it can weigh about 100 pounds. So it's pretty neat how they do it. So I'm going to wait to load this one up then. Very docile. Could just pet them.
Is it laughing?
Probably.
Take
There's another.
Alright.
Yeah, they're very docile right now, which is good. Yesterday when I did the other package, they were all over the place because of how
really?
nice it was
Oh, yeah.
and sunny. They're activated by the heat, so
Alright.
This would have gone much differently.
much different, yes. Now, I did notice that the queen for this one is dead. So what's cool about this is the bees will realize their queen is dead and have the ability to make what's called a queen cell, their own queen. So that's what I'm going to have done with that sort of hive. Let them do it on their own. This queen, she does appear weak, but she's under a lot of stress. So I think with a couple spritz of the sugar water we'll give them later on, I think they'll do just fine. So the queen died, but that's okay because they make their own.
She had diarrhea. Did she die? What did she die from?
I think she died of stress,
Okay.
stress inducing. So, yeah, only one queen bee. About 180 bucks for each one, yeah. And then the hives, 50 for a queen. I don't know. I don't know how that works with that. Because they have the capability of producing their own queen. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm just a beekeeper. So this is called foundation. So in the wild, bees really don't have that foundation. So they'll make up their own comb. But this is what they start the honeycomb with sugar water that they transfer into comb into these patterns. Now these patterns are very natural to them. So obviously the manufacturers wanted to give them a little help. So that's why the foundation is like this. I usually don't like using this just because it takes a little longer for them to build the foundation with the comb. But just because of resources and such, we're going to use these and let them build up. It takes about a month for all 8 frames of comb to be built up on this. And then they'll start laying their brood in there, and then again, that's where the honey is stored as well.
Alright.
Yeah, she's dead.
Let's see her corpse.
Before she blows away, but oh, oh. Is that her? Yep, that's the queen. Literally. So that's what it looks like. We mark her just because it's easier to find when we open up the hives and do our hive inspections. Otherwise, you're trying to find one bee in amongst 15 to 20,000 of them. It's very difficult. I'm just glad they're not flying around like crazy.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad you guys can get the shots you can. What's the weather supposed to be this weekend?
Oh, it's supposed to be nice. Well, at least not overcast.
Let's see. 72 tomorrow, cloudy. So they may or may not be, out and about.
Well, it's probably the clouds, right? And the temperature.
Yeah, it's 72 tomorrow,
Yeah.
but it's cloudy. Yeah, they're very lethargic, but they'll get there. You can see this is the food that they gave them. It's like a jelly. I do. It's not going though. I'm curious to see when this rooftop starts to bloom. I can see a lot of dandelions coming up,
Yeah.
which is good. Yeah. Oh, you do have some up top. Yeah. Well, the good thing is they'll go across the entire city up to 6 miles. So
Oh,
they'll
wow.
go way past, they'll go into Ole. But,
But just Oli.
what's that?
Just Oli.
Well, up to Ole, and then they'll turn around, It's like, up 6 miles, we gotta go.
They're
boys.
programmed to only go to Oli and back.
That's
right?
it, just, yep, through their GPS.
Alright.
And it's cool. So honeybees have the capability of recognizing my face. So when I'm dealing with them all the time and they see me, they'll know that I'm not a hostile, no need to attack. So they'll allow me to come in, gently go through their hive with no issues. You'll have maybe 1 or 2 bees that are kind of like, okay, who are you type of thing. But that's about it. Now during the honey season, we call it the flow, that's when they start to become a bit more protective of their hive, because they're storing all this food and they don't want anyone just coming into their hive and just taking it. So that's when we kind of let them alone for a little bit, but it's imperative we're in these hives every 2 weeks just to keep up with hive health. The biggest issue that bees face are varroa mites, and they bring a lot of disease and illness to the hive, which can wipe them all out, which is a big cause of colony collapse disorder, which is why it's knocking out half of the U.S. population's hives. And there's about 2.3 million beehives in this country alone, and every year half of them are gone because of pests and parasites and things like that. So that's why it's important not to spray chemicals in your front yard or backyard or treating weeds with chemicals. People don't like the sight of dandelions, but dandelions are in fact really good for pollinators such as honeybees.
What is that? Is that those machines there?
That's that machine right there. That
Oh,
gray one,
okay.
That's the pool
All right.
heating system.
And these are far enough away. Those are fine.
Good?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not going to bother them. See, you can see they're a bit more active now coming out. You'll see they're sticking their butts up and flapping their wings. So what they're doing is they're releasing pheromones right now, allowing them to identify where their hive is in their station.
There.
Yep.
Gross.
I'm just gonna peer in real quick just to see how they're organizing.
They have a system of government.
Look at that.
already?
Look at that.
Oh,
They know exactly where they're going.
That's cool.
Yep. So I would, if it wasn't as windy, I'd pull a frame out for you, but I don't want them. I don't want the queen to blow off. So, and she's probably in between here. So that's what they look like.
can you see the queen?
Nope, she's deep into there.
How about Philip?
Not today.
Not today. Not a good day today.
Nope. So the queen lays up to 1,500 to 2,000 eggs a day. So she's busy. So, I mean, in order to keep up with that sort of size colony, that's what you got to do. So I'm going to put this back on only because it's getting windy and I don't want them.
It is windy. It is windy.
Oh, you can. I mean, if they want to get that on camera, you can, but you can start filling that up if you want.
Woo.
I'm surprised they got something like that. That's what I have at the house.
That's huge.
Yeah,
Is that the size you need, or?
it's probably bigger, but
Okay.
we can put plants and stuff around that and make it into a
Yeah, lake.
watering hole. What? No, I'm good. What? Can you? Oh. Dean said it worked with the Harrisburg. Neither do I. Tomorrow. What's neat too, when there's a lot of dead bees, they'll do housekeeping and they'll clean it out. You'll see a big pile of dead bees outside the front of the hive.
Oh, really?
Yep. And then you'll start to see spiders creating spider webs in front to catch them. It's a free meal, you know?
Alrighty.
While we're waiting here, tell us about your bee adventure here and how you got started into it, all that kind of stuff.
So during quarantine, I decided to learn a new hobby, which was beekeeping. Got into that, and Nigel, our friend over here, she mentioned Craig Poole, who ran the DoubleTree, and how neat it would be to have some sort of partnership with the DoubleTree, because she told me that they had a rooftop garden. Well, as you can see, it's a big garden that they have. So I thought it would be a brilliant idea to bring a couple hives over here and just set it up and tell a story of how important it is for our honeybees and even natural pollinators in the area to come together and help pollinate this city, bring the beauty back to it, have people engaged into planting more flowers in their front lawns or window boxes if they don't have a front lawn. And believe it or not, in the city, people use less chemicals to treat their plants because they don't have farmland here. So really the monoculture out in the suburbs is destroying the habitats for these bees. So that's why it's important to bring it into the city where obviously there's no farmland. It's important to bring these pollinators back to life, back with their numbers increasing every year. It's great news for that. And of course you get the honey out of it. And what cool thing is that the DoubleTree is going to do is sell the honey that we're making on the rooftop. So it's signature honey. Can't get it anywhere else in the world because of what's being grown on this roof. I think that's pretty cool, and it's another cool thing, another cool step forward for the city of Reading to be a part of.
Awesome.
Hey, Tim.
What's up,
How are you?
This is Tim from 69
How are you, brother?
Perfect. Yeah, there you go. He's gonna shoot, B-roll.
Yep.
He's gonna up here to
That's
see
fine.
your activities. Yeah.
I need to go down to my car
just
real
broke.
quick. Okay. I'll leave all this up here, but I'll be right back.
Guess you're stuck
You
out
need
here.
when you come back
Yeah, so-
to the front, can you grab,
Here, I'll just do a little
grab a
move
mask,
thing.
and you'll have one.
Okay, yeah, I'll grab
Okay.
it.
He'll grab you one from
Oh.
when he comes back up.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
I do. I have an appointment at 3 though, so I don't know how long we're gonna be here. Okay, cool.
What's up? If you want. Oh, yeah. Why don't you just do that, and then you can keep me updated at lunch. Yeah. What we'll do is. So what I'm doing here, oh, Hugo, I'll wait till you're ready then, bud. Still got a bee hanging around on me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. If worse comes to worse, I'll just order one. She'll be here within a week. They already have a queen cell started, so no, they will within a week. Yep. So, hang on, let me just get her down. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing here, taking some plants here, throwing it in the water. This is for when the bees are thirsty, they'll come, land on those plants here, and drink safely without fear of drowning. So it's very important that we have something for them to float on. Some beekeepers use corks, others use plants like this. Some use pebbles, rocks, but that's enough for them to kind of get what they need.
Right.
I'll get you my release later.
Here, get a couple shots in here. So this is was filled with sugar water. As you can see, they kind of started some comb inside. See on the outside or the inside here?
Yeah.
See that? And what's neat is when they make honey, they'll suck up the nectar from the flowers. The honeybees have two stomachs, a honey stomach and a digestive stomach. The nectar goes into the honey stomach, and when they fly back to the hive, they'll stand in front of each other and regurgitate the nectar into each other's mouths. And they go back and forth, up to 4 or 5 times, each time putting enzymes into the nectar, creating the honey. So then they'll go ahead and store that nectar into the cells in the honeycomb, and then once it's filled up, they'll fan it, and they will bring the moisture level down to about 15 to 17, sometimes 18% water content inside that nectar. And once it reaches that, it becomes honey. And then they seal it with a beeswax. And that can remain in a hive for years if they needed it. So it's pretty neat. Honey is the only food an insect will make for humans. So it's pretty neat.
Nice. Oh! Ay!
You got one.
No, I pinched my own. I pinched my own ear.
You got skirt. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Oh man. I got my own ear. Oh man.
I'll just wait till he's
Yeah.
ready then.
Yeah.
You're just gonna get B-roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do the interviews then.
Okay. This one has a lot more live bees than the other one. Dan is like, yep, I'm beelining it. Look at
I'm coming back too.
Hugo's brave. He's
Yeah.
been in it. All right. Sure.
Sorry, my
You are, yes.
I
Come
forgot.
on, Hugo, you know.
I forgot.
What's that?
If you're fine with me here, I'm fine.
You're good. You're good. Is everyone ready then?
Yeah.
Lights, camera. Go
All right.
for it.
All right, here we go. hostile. They're not going to fly in. You guys can get a lot closer. They're not flying.
We're good.
Yeah, the only guy saying that has the bee suit on. So I'll tell you what, I'll lift the frame up.
Oh yeah. There's a few bees there. Very cool.
They're all fanning right now. They're spreading the pheromone around saying, this is us. This is where we're living.
That's cool.
Yep.
Really
And the other one I dropped in there.
That is amazing.
Yep. Yep, I'm good. Sounds good. Thanks, guys. Whew. Windy.
Oh, man, I'm freezing here.
Do you mind lifting the lid up? I just need to get a couple more
Yep,
shots.
yep. Tell you what, do you want the shot of in this one? This is more organized.
Yeah, I could do that one.
Yeah.
That's fine. Whichever you want to do.
Yep.
How's it going, Tim?
It's going, man. How have you been?
Good, good.
Busy day?
Huh?
Busy day?
Whoa.
Watch it, Brandon.
They're getting there. Go. Just let me know when you're ready.
Oh, I'm good. I'm just getting shots from now.
All right, ladies.
Oh, wait, hold on. I
Oh.
want to. Sorry.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit more curious now.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm freezing.
I want to do some real quick.
That,
Good web photo.
What's this little guy's name, Brandon? What do we got here?
I don't know. I didn't give them a name yet. But they're all females, though.
How do you know that?
So, drones are the only male bees, and they're much bigger than the honeybee. And they also don't have a stinger neither, nor does the queen. The worker bee, which is all female, is the only one that has a stinger. The job of the drone is to mate with queens. That's it. Once they're done mating, they die instantly.
That's my job. That's how I want to die.
With a stinger out, right? But yeah, so
All right.
you good?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
All right. Also, these are Italian bees. There's different kinds. There's Russians too.
Don't forget tutti. Okay, say.
These are Italians.
How do you know they're Italian?
Well, it's just the type of species they are. They're coloring,
Oh.
and they're less aggressive, unlike their human counterpart.
Victor Emanuele for the bees.
So we'll leave these two right here open in front of the hive that I just put them in. By tonight, they'll all be inside, nice and warm. They'll get organized. The queens will start identifying what they need to do. And then if tomorrow's a nice day and the sun's out, you're going to start to see them do what's called an orientation flight, where hundreds of them will be in the front of the hive doing a circle 8 there, or a figure 8, sorry. And then they're orientating where the sun is, and then they'll go off and start foraging for pollen, nectar, and bring it right back.
Sounds goody.
Yeah, so let me just take a final picture.
Yeah.
Hugo, you want right here?
Hmm?
Right here?
No.
Sean.
When are they gonna
Sean's watching.
Oh yeah.
He said, I thought you were their queen.
How are you been? Good.
Good.
Good. Is this double?
All right.
Is that what you do full time? Right?
Yeah, I'm full time.
Okay.